Hey guys, what's going on? I have a Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. And real quick, I just want to say from my last video, if you guys seen it, I already have your Pokemon ready. And yeah, so once Pokebank is up, I will definitely hit you guys up and give you your Pokemon. But let's get into this battle now. So looking through his team, I already knew Rotom was coming out first, so I go into Noivern. And I'm actually going to overpredict here right away. I was predicting him to go into his Azumarill because he has a type Fairy, thinking I was going for the Draco Meteor, so I go for the Hurricane Stab. It does decent amount for not very effective. He gets confused, so I already know he's gonna have to switch. I'm stuck into Hurricane because I'm Choice Spec, so I'm also gonna have to switch. So I end up switching into my Rotom because, you know, Rotom is very bulky. Not to mention, if I Will-O-Wisp this Metagross, it will cut its attack and basically make it worthless for the rest of the game. And that's exactly what happens. As you can see, he goes for the Zen Headbutt and I completely eat that. So I'm doing very good off the start of this battle. And yeah, so I don't even have to worry about this Metagross anymore. So I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch and see if I could set something up. I go into my mixed wall. Usually people just put max defense on it, but I'm trying something different. That's usually how sets are more dangerous, when people don't expect them. So it's kind of a mixed wall, and I do have the Poison Heal ability, so Toxic Orb will be my item. So I'm basically healing 12% of my health will be going up every turn. I go for the Earthquake and that will finish that off. So I guess he didn't really care after the, you know, burn, which I completely understand. It's pretty much worthless after that. So here's a Azumarill, and it's pretty obvious what's about to happen. Most likely the Aqua Jet or the Waterfall to take me out because I have some nice defenses. I might be able to survive. So I go into Gyarados, and I have the Intimidate ability, not to mention I'm type Water, knowing that he's going to go for the Aqua Jet. So that's going to do pretty much nothing, basically. And from here, I'm going to go into my Fortress, over-predicting him once again, because he probably thinks I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution. And when I Mega Evolve, I go to, my flying goes to part Dark now, so Play Rough would have one-shotted me right away. So I expected that nicely, and that means I get a free Stealth Rocks as he stays in and goes for the Superpower. I'm assuming forgot about the type Bug. I don't know what he was doing there, honestly. So I'll get off the rocks, and I'm doing really good here. So after Intimidate and Superpower going off on that Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to switch. Has very low attack right now, so he does end up switching and actually predicts what I'm about to do. I go into Volt Switch expecting him to switch, but I didn't see that Pokemon coming out. So he's immune to Volt Switch, and I'm gonna have to switch now, which is kind of annoying. It's a turn to his favor because he knows I have to switch. I only have Earthquake and Volt Switch, which he's immune to both. So I actually go into Noivern, and I get so mind fucked here. Because I have never seen that thing run knockoff ever, like, and it completely ruins Noivern, because Noivern's special attack is not that great. It's pretty decent, but not amazing. Mine basically needs the Choice Specs, and he just knocks off my Choice Specs. That Draco Meteor probably would have one-shotted that thing had it not done that, so that was a really good play for him. He ends up getting a crit with another knockoff, which is kind of annoying, but... So after no Choice Specs and lower the special attack from the Draco Meteor, I'm gonna have to switch. However, I just saw a big thing just now. He did not go for the Ice Fang, which means I can pretty much have a mirror fight with him here. And I actually have a completely different set. I have Swords Dance, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and Protect. So I can pretty much easily one-shot this thing and set up the Swords Dance as well. However, he is gonna expect my set after using the Swords Dance, so he's gonna actually end up switching out into his Rotom as I go for the Ice Fang, which is a really good play. So that's kind of annoying. I really need that thing gone. So here's Rotom. The Ice Fang actually does decent amount. for not very effective. I'm assuming because the swords dance. So I'm gonna have to switch. I cannot take a Hydro Pump. I need that for his own. I basically need the mirror fight to happen, and as long as I have it, I can pretty much guarantee I can take out his. Unfortunately right there I did not have a safe play, no safe switch. I go into Noivern hoping that I can take the Hydro Pump because I know I resist it, but Noivern has bad defenses, so I'm going to be taken out. So I go for the Hydro Pump as I go in with the Rotomosh. Looking back, I definitely should have went for the Will-O-Wisp. It would have made things a lot easier, and overall better choice even for the Rotomosh to slowly take it out. But Scizor does take a chunk of damage, and I know he's not going to go for the Swords Dance because it's at very low health, and I end up switching out into Fortress because I can basically take any attacks he has to offer pretty much as for right now. And I do have Earthquake, which should do a decent amount, hopefully. So he goes for the Bullet Punch, and I take that very nicely, as I thought. And here is when things just go wrong. He goes for the Roost, which just changes everything. So now he's pretty much back at almost full health. And Earthquake actually does close to nothing. It just does shit damage. Maybe about 10% of his health, which is just shit. I won't be able to do anything basically. Now I predict his Swords Dance, which is huge because if I get Talon Flame out here, I could Flare Blitz it easy. I know I'm faster. So that was the only opportunity I had to have a free switch. So I go for the Volt Switch and get my Talon Flame out here, thankfully. Now I was actually very nervous because Bullet Punch is Technician boosted, he has Swords Dance, and it's Stab, and it almost takes me out. Holy shit, not very effective, and it almost takes me out. Thankfully, I do survive. I go for the Flare Blitz, and that will take out the Mega Scizor. And Talon Flame actually survives the recoil, which is also nice. So I'm gonna end up switching out as he heading back to his wall, and here comes the mirror fight once again. As long as this fight happens, I know I have the advantage because knockoff won't do anything. I already have the poison on me, so I know I'm gonna keep getting healed. He basically has absolutely nothing to do on me, so he's gonna be forced to switch into his Rotomosh, and here is where I play very risky here. And honestly, I'm not too sure what will happen if that landed. I go for the Swords Dance, and I actually stay in for the Ice Fang because I thought it would take it out, and I am max special defense, so I thought I could take the Hydro Pump, but he misses the Hydro Pump. And you know, I'll be honest, I'm not too sure if I would have lived. I'm at max special defense. There's a possibility I could have survived. I think it depends on his EVs. I'm not too sure what his red was on. It could have been a bulky set, but looking how much he did on my Rotomosh, it looks like he did have some invested special attack with EVs, so sorry about that, man. Not too sure if that would have taken me out and changed things, but here I really don't have a safe play, so I had to switch out into my own Rotomosh. I did not want my wall to go down. I need that mirror fight to happen so I can take it out at the ending. I go for the Volt Switch. Unfortunately, it pretty much just almost takes out my Rotomosh. So I go into my Talon Flame once again because I knew Azumarill was coming out. Going for the Aqua Jet. You know, I'm a choice bet in the Talon Flame. There's a possibility I could take it out with one shot with Brave Bird. But, as I thought, it is a very bulky Pokemon, so overall I thought it was still a good play because it's still too risky to switch out and have him go for the Belly Drum, or, you know, I wasn't sure if he was going to go for the Aqua Jet or Belly Drum. So now I pretty much made it so where he can't go for the Belly Drum if he is not banded. So I go into Gyarados and go for the Dragon Dance, and here is why I absolutely love Mega Gyarados, because you can play mind games on your opponent, like I mentioned earlier. See, when you Mega Evolve, you switch your Flying type to Dark type, which Fairy would have one-shotted the Dark type. It's super effective, but I actually do not Mega Evolve expecting that. So it did neutral damage, and I survived it thanks to my a little bit of bulk and intimidate. And now I go into the Mega Gyarados because I go for the Dragon Dance. I can outspeed, and I know I have more damage and just take it out. So that was overall an amazing play. Now unfortunately, I already know why he went into Infernape. It has the Mach Punch, which will one-shot me because once again I turn into a Dark type. So I'm forced to switch. I go into my wall. I take that very nicely, and now I pretty much have the overall advantage on him. I can just go for the Earthquake and just cripple this Infernape. However, he is going to predict this, which is a nice play. He goes into his wall expecting the Earthquake. He's immune to that. But honestly, at this point, I don't think there's much he can do. I have the Ice Fang on this, and I have the Earthquake on Infernape, so I don't see him doing much here. He's just gonna keep going for the knockoff. I go for the Ice Fang just to see if I could one-shot it, although I highly doubt it, seeing that he is defense set, so yeah. So, with Poison Heal, it might be possible that he could survive one more Ice Fang. So instead, I'm just gonna go for the Swords Dance. Maybe he'll go for the Protect, so it could be even better play overall. But he's just gonna stay for the knockoff. But now at this point, I can pretty much one-shot his last two Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Fang here to finish him off. He's gonna stay for the knockoff, I guess, knowing he can't do shit. So that will easily one-shot it, and he is down to his very last Pokemon. And here is Infernape. Now, honestly, I don't know what on earth he was doing. Maybe he didn't have nothing to do, no moves for my Pokemon. He goes for the Power-Up Punch, which just mind-fucked the shit out of me. I mean, I thought this thing was maybe banded. Maybe it had the CC, the Close Combat, could possibly finish me, or... Well, I do have the Flying type, so not even that will take me out. Maybe he would just go for the Flare Blitz, but he just goes for the Power-Up Punch, which just had me lost. But overall, good game, man. I wanted to show this battle off mostly because I want to show you guys Mega Gyarados can be nice for that type reason. Everyone says he sucks, well, from what I've seen. Alright guys, take care.